This video was seen around the world. It shows an Iranian seaman communicating with the U.S. Navy warship, part of a tense situation that could have led to war. It's all about communication. Next on Global Pulse. A comparison of how broadcasters worldwide are covering this story. With numerous U.S. warships and Iranian Revolutionary Guard patrol boats plying the Persian Gulf's crowded Strait of Hormuz, a confrontation was bound to happen. These reports from ABC News and Iran's English-language press TV tell different stories.
U.S.-Iran tensions are on the rise after the incident which occurred between Iranian Revolutionary Guard speedboats and 3 U.S. warships in Hormuz Strait. The Iranian boats are responsible for monitoring and identifying any vessel entering Persian Gulf waters to the northwest. Later, the U.S. media released footage showing a number of boats and U.S. vessels in close encounter.
The Iranians are so close, they are inside the wake of the Navy ships. And then a final eerie communication, apparently from the Iranians.
I am coming to you. You are standing into danger and may be subject to defensive measures. Request you alter course immediately to remain clear.
We will explode after some minutes.
We will explode after a few minutes.
Iran's Revolutionary Guards Corps says that the U.S. video of Sunday's incident is archive footage and the audio is fake.
The BBC added new elements.
And though it's not obvious from the grainy quality of the video, U.S. Navy officers later said the boats dropped white, box-like objects into the path of the oncoming ship.
I don't know what their thinking was, but I'm telling you what I think it was. I think it was a provocative act.
The timing of this was a puzzle at best. An encounter that risks armed conflict on the high seas doesn't exactly help those in Tehran who want to improve their country's image.
On its Arab-language news service Alalam, Iran made its case.
Washington considers the incident a very serious situation and warns of a future recurrence. Iran considers the incident a theatrical media display amounting to new threats and intimidation against Iran. The Revolutionary Guards who released the tapes to the press called on specialists to compare the authenticity of Washington's version and the Iranian one. In both tapes, there were no white boxes being dropped in water and no Iranian boats menacing U.S. ships.
While Al Jazeera English added another perspective.
Officials allege the Iranians had warned in English, "I'm coming to you, you will explode after minutes." The Pentagon recanted that version of events shortly after Iran released its own video of the incident. Some analysts say the incident does appear to be contrived. They say the video, coming just as President George Bush was starting a visit to the region, could be meant to illustrate to wavering U.S. allies that Tehran poses a clear and present danger to the region.
But soon, questions about the confrontation led to a new analysis of the threat.
This incident in the Gulf is clearly being spun by both sides to make the other look like the aggressor. The words on the Pentagon's tape, but that's not the same voice as the Iranian radio operator we heard earlier.
Fox News soon reported that the threatening voice was probably that of a prankster.
The U.S. Navy says the threatening message received during that confrontation with an Iranian boat was broadcast on a radio frequency, which is available to every ship in the world. And the Navy Times newspaper says some veteran sailors now believe the message may have come from a prankster widely known in the region for transmitting insults and epithets.
But the incident was truly dangerous. According to the New York Times, some Navy officers are advocating a protocol with Iran that will help reduce communications problems that could lead to war by mistake. Because next time, we may not be so lucky. This is Evelyn Messenger for Global Pulse.
This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only US network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs which connect you to the world.